Hey troops, Roxy here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of Nimby Rails. Before I get into the video, I want to do my usual thank you. So thank you for everyone who's liked my previous videos and thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. As always, it is appreciated. Right, we are going to continue with our circle line. So we've done this first part of the line, and this is kind of the Hammersmith City and circle line, this stretch here, but we're going to actually do the proper circle line now. I did add this bit in at the start just because I wanted to use this more of a guide to laying tracks, putting on lines, adding trains, doing the timings and stuff like that, before doing the main circle line. But this is part of the circle line as well. Some maps, weirdly, some maps will just say it's the Hammersmith City line. Some maps will say Hammersmith City and a circle line. But either way, we are going to continue. We're going to start off from Paddington. Now, what I'm going to do for ease, I did actually have a look at Open Railway map just to kind of get a better understanding of the lines. And it looks like the station for Paddington actually kind of goes along here and along here, so it's like two stations but all linked together, obviously with walkways, but the track kind of comes along here and then around like that, and then the other bit comes around and then does the circle. So that's the bit what we're going to do. So we're just going to add in the station, and looking at the map it actually looks like it's on this side of the road. So that's where we're going to put it. I'm not too worried about being 100% accurate, but I just obviously want to be reasonably close. So let's create new station. We want number 4 for tunnel, and we're going to plonk you. We're going to plonk you around about here. So we're doing 130 meter length stations. Let's click you. Done. What I'm going to do this time round is I'm actually going to be renaming them as I go round, just so I don't forget what station I'm actually on, because it's going to be a little bit longer and I don't want to be getting myself confused. I was going to say I don't want to get myself Paddington then as I'm looking at this. So this is Paddington circle line. Let's click done. Next station along is Bayswater. So we're going to be coming, let me have a quick look on the map. I'm actually going to use Google Maps. The Open Railway map is really detailed and it's really easy to see. But I also find that using just Google Maps is actually quite easy as well. So I'm just jumping on there. I should have probably had this open already. Right there, it goes round. So Paddington, yeah, it's on that side of the road. Cool. Right, so next along, Bayswater. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, clicking on the wrong buttons. So we've got the around a pond, and then we come up, and Bayswater looks like it's around here. Really hard to tell on the Google map for Bayswater because it's underground, whereas some of the line I've already done is overground, so I could actually see the track quite easily. But it looks like, I'm just comparing the two different maps, so I think it's around about here. So that's where we'll go for. Like I say, I'm not too worried about getting it exactly right, but I don't want to be too far off where we're placing stuff. and the track's actually going to bend round, so we're going to go kind of in this angle, 130 meters, just about there. And then we're going to be bending round to Notting Hill Gate, is it the next one? Yeah, Notting Hill Gate is next. And that looks like it's going to be here. Yeah, just here. So like I say, I'm being probably a little bit more particular than you need to be. You don't need to be this precise. And I'm not even 100% precise in what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing it rough. But I want to be in the right vicinity for sure. Oh, I didn't rename these as I'm going along. Derp. Right, well, Bayswater has actually named itself correctly, so that's fine. Notting Hill Gate is going there. We're then coming down High Street to Kensington is next. And that looks like you've got the junction coming around like that. You've got this junction here. And it looks like it's here. So let's go back to station. Is that right? Actually, it's a little bit further over to the left. So let me plonk it down and I'll move it. So it actually looks like it's more over here. Cool. Right, that's that one. Next one we've got, in fact, let me rename this before I forget it. High Street Kensington. High Street Kensington. Done. What we got next? Gloucester Road. So if we have a look down here, we've got, this is Cromwell Road, going along here. So High Street, and then Gloucester. Oh no, that's not quite right. South Kensington is here, and that must be Cromwell Road. Let me zoom in a little bit more on my map. So Cromwell Road. Got Notting Hill here. Right, the map's a little bit buggy for me at the moment. Got Notting Hill Gate, which is actually probably more like that. But it looks like it's here. High Street Kensington. Why am I struggling to find this one? Let me go on to Google Maps again. Apologies for my slowness in finding these ones. I have looked at this already, but before I just kind of plonked them down anywhere. Now I want to be a little bit more precise with where I'm placing them. Right, so I'm looking at Google Maps. I think this will be a little bit easier. And it looks like Notting Hill Gate. Got the road that comes down from Notting Hill Gate. This road here comes down. No, it's this one here I'm looking at. Right there, right there, right there. I might be in the wrong place. Albert Hall. Round Pond. There's a round pond. Up from Round Pond, Notting Hill Gate. Right, we're happy with that. And this road comes round, comes down. High Street, Kensington. Yes, right. So Gloucester Road is actually South Kensington. Okay. That makes things a little bit more interesting. So that's going in that direction. That's weird. That Gloucester Road is in South Kensington, and then you got South Kensington. That's what's confused me here. I actually think when I tried this out first time round, I didn't actually put in Gloucester Road. I think I might have missed it out, to be honest. It looks like Gloucester Road is a kind of about here. Gloucester Road Post Office. Look at that. Let's plonk you there. Give you a quick rename. Gloucester Road Post Office is Gloucester Road. Okay, right, so South Kensington is actually over this side. Let's put you there, South Kensington. Rename that to South Kensington. Cool. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to continue with the rest of this circle line, and I shall catch up with you when we get to the last one just before Paddington. Okay, so we're on the last station. I'm glad I actually paused this, or paused the recording for you guys, because this actually taken me quite a long time to do this, looking at a mixture of Google Maps and Open Railway Map, trying to find out exactly where the stations are. Yeah, it's taken me a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it's well worth the effort that I've put in. So here's the lines. There's a big chunk here from Farringdon up to King's Cross. Let me just double check. Farringdon, yeah, Farringdon to King's Cross. That's kind of the longest stretch there without a station. Some of them are quite, oh, got hiccups now. Some of them are quite close. So the next thing we need to do is we need to put all of the tracks down. So that should be fairly easy now that I've got all of the stations laid out. I'm not going to follow the exact tracks that are laid down. I'm just going to put them in a logical area for them to work. So we need to go on the plus symbol, and we're going to lay this all out. The reason why I'm not going to be following exact tracks is because you can't do proper curves with this. It's like straight or semi little curves, not too great. to layout at the moment. I don't know if that'll be something that will change in the future. We want to be sticking with roughly 100 kilometers an hour. Obviously, some of them are going to be a little bit slower, like this one as an example, but that's totally fine. Yep, that'll do. Oh. Obviously, we've got that curve there. We can't do anything about that because that's how it is. That's a bit squiggly. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. There we go, that's better. Right, back to the plus symbol. Get some lines added in. 1, 2, 3. Don't quite like that kink there. That's a bit better. Obviously, you can be as accurate or inaccurate as you wish. Totally your choice. That's fine. And then we're coming up here. Yep, that's good. And we're kind of coming up like this. Right, let's see if we can adjust this. That'll do. Cool. So this is the finicky little bit now, just getting all of these tracks laid out. But if you do all of the stations first and then you do the tracks, it's a little bit easier rather than doing track then station, track then station, and doing it kind of like that. I've got a little bit of a slow section there, but nothing I can do there. This one is super close. Oops, super close, and so is this one. See if we can straighten you up a little bit. Yep, that'll do. Not that it's going to get to that speed anyway, so it shouldn't really be an issue. And this one kind of bends around almost like this. See if we can get that a little bit better. Ah, that'll do. Like I say, not every segment on this is going to be at full speed, but the trains aren't going to be going full speed anyway, so it's not really that much of a drama. If this was longer sections, then I'd obviously be a little bit more particular with trying to get them going at a faster speed. Seems that might be as quick as we're going to get there. That will do. Right, now we've got a bit of a long section here, so we want to make sure that we can get the best out of this. And that's spot on. Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. What's going on there? That's better. Sometimes zooming in does make things a little bit easier to play with. And that is us done. Right, so that is the rest of the circle line done. All we need to do now is we just need to put in a junction here. So if we bring this around like so, come down here. This station, I don't know if I said it earlier, but this station is actually a little bit further over here, so I put it in the wrong place, but I'm not too worried. It's not going to affect the overground and the other underground lines that's going to be going here, because the good thing is when you have underground, you can place another underground over it or under it. It doesn't really say whether it's over or under, but I could put one like that, I could put one like that. Undergrounds don't actually have an impact, it's only the overgrounds that you have to obviously make sure that they're running next to each other. Right, so we want to have a junction coming off this. Now it's awkward to do junctions because it will go from the segments that you've placed down. So you see we've got a segment junction here, segment junction there, so it will start off going in that way, and then when it gets to the halfway point it'll flick to the opposite one. So that's kind of the halfway point. We want to have it on this segment here, so we click like that, and then we can bring it out like this. So let's go to there, connect them up, and that's that done. So the circle line doesn't go around like that, it goes around like this, but obviously you'll have two platforms that you would walk from one part of Paddington to the other part of Paddington if you was going to go in that direction. I believe, I'm just having a look at where's the map gone? Kensington. Yeah, so circle line goes around like that. You got the Bakerloo line going straight through. Cool. Right, so that's that done. So what we need to do now is we need to lay our line down. So we want to go to lines. Oh, actually, what we want to do is build blueprints first. So I'm happy that's all laid out. So let's click build all blueprints. That's going to cost us a little under $1 billion. Wow, that's a lot of money, isn't it? If you was doing this overground, it'd cost a fraction of that. So there's $1 billion gone, just like that. And now we can put our lines down. So we're going to go lines, new line. What's going on here? Circle line. I'm actually going to rename the other one circle line. We're going to go 1 and 1. Give it the yellow colour. And I'm actually going to rename the circle line circle line Hammersmith and City, because that's kind of what it is. Circle line Hammersmith City, and this one is just a circle line. Cool. Right, so what we can do now is we can come down here, add stops to line, and let's go clockwise from Paddington, so on the A's. All the way around. This bit's quite simple. Now, because we're going to have a clockwise and an anti-clockwise route, rather than I could click on B and then go back the opposite way, but that might confuse things. I'm just going to have them going clockwise for one route and clockwise, anti-clockwise. So this one is going to be, we'll put a little C there, so I know that's clockwise, and then the anti-clockwise we'll put AC. So let's put a little C there. Right, so that's the line done for that one. Let's go create new line. So this one's going to be called circle line AC. Circle line AC. And we're going to give it a 1 and a 1. It's going to be yellow again. Add stops to line. And we're going for the B's this time. B, B, B. And that is that one done. So that is the lines created. So we've got our original circle line, but I've renamed it circle line Hammersmith and City because that's kind of what it is. And then you got the two circle lines, one going clockwise and one going anti-clockwise. So what we need to do now is just add some trains to these lines. So again, we're going to go to trains. We're going to click purchase new trains. We're going to be using the London 1994 just for ease. We want to increase this to 4, so that's 97.5 meters. Capacity of 666. We're going to purchase. Now remember what I said in the last episode, or the first one. Was it the first or the second one? I can't remember which one it was now. It might have been the second one. But either way, you could add in 20 trains in here if you wanted to. Really, really simple. But then when you come to the timetable, you've got to do the timetable for each individual one. If you do one and then you clone it, you only have to do the timetable once. So when you're doing a mass batch of trains like I'm going to be doing, it's certainly easier to do it this way. So we're just going to click purchase train, click on the little warning symbol here. We then need to pick the line, so we're going to be doing a circle line clockwise, and that's that done. We can unpause time, and that train is going to be going. We're going to go back to purchase new train, purchase, click on the symbol. This time we're going to be going anti-clockwise, and now we've got the two trains. One's going clockwise, one's going anti-clockwise, and you can see the little codes. So you've got the CLHC for the circle line Hammersmith City, and you've got a circle line clockwise and a circle line anti-clockwise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the trains so that they've done a complete circuit all the way around, just that we've got a little bit of an idea of how long that's taken. And we're doing this late at night, so we're not going to have an issue with passengers. And let's pause you there. Cool. Right, so there's a number of ways we can put trains on now. We can sit here and work out math. We can come to, let's do a clockwise one. The timing calculator, ideal speed of, what did we have an ideal speed of this one? That's not showing. I can't remember what I put an ideal speed for. Let's just start off with, let's say 80. estimate travel legs, that gives us a travel time. Minute intervals, what did we have on the Hammersmith one? Minute intervals, so saying, oh, I haven't actually done this, have I? Right, so you may remember I put down 30-second minimum stop time and 2-minute intervals. Obviously these have been running now and it's saying that it's given me a hint of 2 minutes 13 intervals. I'm actually going to leave this for now because I'm not too worried about that. I will have a look at that later on, but just because of the spacings it's worked out with the amount of trains that we've got running, the speeds that they're going, how long they're stopping for, it's recommending a 2 minute 13 interval in between each train. So that's interesting. So how many trains we're going to put on here? Well, I kind of want one on each segment really. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Wow. We're going to go for, I'm going to do it in batches of 10. So we'll put 10 on the line. So that'll be an extra 9. We'll let them run and then I'll add another 10 in. And then the last however many we need, because we've got this long section here, we've got a couple of really close sections there which is going to change things up a little bit. So let's go back to trains. We want the circle line and then we want to clone this. We want to purchase 9 trains, purchase. We can unpause because we've cloned it, these will all automatically go onto that track. Let's go to line, circle line, and then we want to put intervals. Now it's given us a hint of 4 minutes 51 seconds. That's because of the amount of trains that we've got. We're going to do that for now, and we're going to have a minimum stop time of 30 seconds. Set the stop times. So that's all done. Happy with that. So now there's going to be a long wait in between each train. That one's going 30. That's going now. This one should wait a little bit longer. See how long this one's going to wait for. Yep, 4.5 minutes. So it's because it's worked it out for the amount of trains that we've got on the track. That's how long they're going to wait. So let's go for the anti-clockwise now. Oh, anti-clockwise. Oh, we want trains first. Trains. We want the anti-clockwise train. We're going to clone you. Clone you. Again, we're going to get 9 trains. Purchase. And we need to go to lines. We're on the anti-clockwise. And let's set the interval for that and set the time for that. So we're doing the interval and the time exactly the same. So once these trains have all done a few laps, and they'll all be spread out for that whole period. So let's just run these for a little while. We'll watch these trains all going. Why have I got no trains going in that direction? Clockwise. I've put them all on the clockwise. You donut, Roxy. Right, okay, well that's made things a little bit awkward to say the least. So what I'm going to do is, where's the one that's coming in? That's just coming now. Let's pause you. We've got you there. So I've actually got 19, oh my, why have I just done that? We've got 19 trains on the circle line, which I did not want to have because that's going to mess the timings up. If we go to the circle line now, estimate time interval is 3 minutes. So let's do that. Derp. See, very, very easy to make mistakes. So let's go to trains again. Let's go on to the anti-clockwise train. I didn't click on the train, did I? That's why. So it's already clicked on the other one. Derp. Right, so let's click on clone. and we're going to go for, well, we might as well get the same as what we got on the other one, so let's buy 18. So then that'll give us 19 in total. And unpause. Go to lines. So circle line is 301, anti-clockwise is going to be the same, because we've got the same amount of trains now. 19, there's 27 stops in both of them. Right, so yeah, right, little mistakes can easily be made, but we've managed to rectify that quite early on without any issues. So let's speed back time back up again. Thankfully, I didn't put 40 odd trains going all in the same direction, because that would have been a real pain. They're all going fine. So we can see we've got a little bit of a backlog here. So I'm just going to leave this for a few more minutes, or a few game hours. Yeah, so we've definitely got a backlog here. So let me just slow this back down again. Come to line, and it's saying minimal interval hint, 42 seconds now. And it's not saying that for circle. I wonder why that is. Let me just come to trains. So we've got 19 trains on both lines. Why is it that the ones that are going clockwise are fine with 3-minute intervals, but the ones that are going anti-clockwise, it's saying 42 minutes. It's almost like there's more trains on the track going the opposite direction. And that is rather confusing. It's like we've got a bit, I think we've got a bit of a gap here, and that's causing the backlog. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to speed time up. And then see what's happening now. One there, 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 one there. Why have we got all of these backing up? It's weird that the ones that are going clockwise are perfectly fine. The ones that are going anti-clockwise, it's almost like we've got an extra train on the track. But I haven't. I've got 19 on each one. 19, 19. Don't know why you can't expand this to see how many I've got on this one. I'm actually going to, no, I'm not going to rename it. I'm just going to leave it as. So I'm very confused right now as to why we have got so both exactly the same. Interesting. Okay, okay. At least one of your times is set to 0. If I got something, I've done something wrong somewhere, and I can't see what. Try the timing I'm on the timing calculator. Ah, that's what it was. It's because I hadn't hit estimate leg travel time, so it hadn't worked it all out. Wonder if I needed to do that. Okay. Because it's changed the time of this now. Right, so if you don't hit the estimate leg travel times with the ideal speed, it won't be able to work out roughly how long it's taken to then give you the interval hint, because now they are roughly the same. It's not saying the 42 seconds. Okay, learns of it new every day. So there's a little tip for you. When you are creating your lines, open up your timing calculator, set the ideal speed. I've put it a little bit slower than what the train can do because they're not going to get up to 90. And then hit estimate leg travel times. That will put in the timings here of each leg roughly, and then it'll give you the hints for your timings. Obviously you can put that to whatever you want. So I'm actually going to change this one now because it's giving me the recommendations. Cool. Right, so let me fast forward again for a little bit, and these should all now be sorted. Yes, look at that. We've got no backlogs that we had earlier. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, so a little bit of a longer episode this one, but we've managed to get the whole of the circle line done, and it's all running. Let's quickly go over to our finances. Let's have a look at Mondays. So Monday we brought in 500,000. Let's run through Tuesday. Let's get a full day of Tuesday done just to see how much we bring in. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more than Monday because we was plonking stuff down on Monday. Sorting out our timings. Tuesday should be all sorted with the timings. Money's going up, so that's a plus. It's always a plus. If that's going up, then things are going in the right direction. Right, let's have a look. Tuesday. Tuesday we bought some trains, didn't we? So that's not going to be a great indicator. So let's run through Wednesday. Get Wednesday out of the way. Have a look how much we've made for Wednesday. But yeah, hopefully this has been helpful guide to you guys. Like I say, I will be playing this in multiplayer. For those of you that are watching this, well, multiplayer is actually happening today. As of releasing this video, so this is coming out 8 o'clock in the morning for those of you that are watching it straight away. Multiplayer with Sims and stuff is happening at midday, so definitely head over to Sims and Stuff's channel, Steve Chess, on Twitch. I did put the link to his Twitch channel in on episode 2, so definitely go and check that out. Right, let's have a look now how much Wednesday. Wow, look at that. 3.5 million in furs. Profit of 3.3 million per day. So if we leave this as it is now, just get my calculator out because I'm a little bit of a nerd. 3,383. I know this is going to change on a daily basis, but if we can just get a rough estimate times 30 days, it's going to be 101 million. 101 million, guys, just for this. That's, like I said, I knew that I wouldn't have any issues. I didn't actually realize I was going to make that much amount of money. Now, obviously, yes, the weekends is going to be a bit less, but even if we made 90 million a month, that's 3 times the amount of the loan. Build our money back up, pay the loan off. You can't pay off bits of it, you can only pay off the whole amount. But obviously, as the months go by, the amount's going to be going down anyway. But yeah, that is the circle line done, guys. So I think, let me have a quick look at this. I like it in this view so we can see the circle line, and then when we come to do other lines they'll be in different colours, and obviously you can see your speeds here. I prefer that view personally. So yeah, what I will be doing is recreating this in the multiplayer playthrough with Steve tomorrow, or today, sorry. I'm recording this, it's not Thursday evening, it is actually Friday evening. It's just because obviously I had the game paused for a big chunk of time in the previous episode. But yeah, it's actually Friday evening, so Saturday lunchtime we will be doing this in multiplayer. I'm going to recreate this, and I think there's going to be someone else doing one of the other underground lines as well. But I will be continuing with this. It won't be as frequent now. It'll be, I don't know, maybe once a week, a couple of times a week. But I'm going to try and recreate all of the London Underground. So that's going to be quite interesting. It's going to look messy once it's all done. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give that a try. So thanks for watching again. I hope this getting started guide, parts 1, 2 and this one part 3 have been useful. Hopefully now you can see how you put your tracks down, your stations, your lines, adding trains, doing all of the little bits of useful information like you're sorting your accounts out right at the start so you've got more money, and deciding obviously where you're going to build, looking at the population, working out what trains you're going to use so that you can then decide on how big the stations need to be. And fault finding, little things like working out your timings on your lines using the timing calculator. That's quite a useful little tool to help out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, definitely watch the stream at lunchtime if you're watching this video as it's come out. If you've missed it because you're watching this a little bit later, I'm sure that there will be more multiplayer streams that we do, and I'll certainly be putting more of these videos out. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.